Yes, for its loss. The Koshi river has its sources in the Himalayan heights of Sikkim, Nepal and Tibet. It drains 21,500 square kilometers in India and joins the Ganga below Bhagalpur. The rivers has shifted the course westward by 112 kilometers during the last 200 years, converting 7,000 to 8,000 square kilometers of cultivable land into wasteland. The Son River is a right bank tributary of the Ganga, which after rising from the Amarkantak plateau joins the Ganga near Patna. It drains an area of 71,900 square kilometers, while the Damodar, which actually meets the Bhagirathi Hooghly in West Bengal, rises in the hills of Chotnagpur Plateau. It drains an area of 22,000 square kilometers, formerly referred to as the Sorrow of Bengal on account of its floods. The Damodar has transformed itself into a boon to West Bengal after the completion of the Damodar Valley Multi-Purpose Project. And now we'll go to the third most important river system under Himalayan rivers of the Brahmaputra system. The Brahmaputra rises in a glacier about 100 kilometers southeast of the Manasarovar Lake in Tibet. Before entering India, it is called the Shangpu in Tibet. Chinese map shows it as along Jiangbu-Jiang. It crosses the Assam Himalayas under the names of Dirang. The total length of Brahmaputra in India is 2,900 kilometers, and it drains an area of 240,000 square kilometers in India. The Suvarnasri, Barley and Mansa are its main right bank tributaries, and the Bang with Buridhiang, Dhansri and Kapil are the left bank tributaries. The catchment areas of these streams receive heavy rainfall during the monsoons, as a result of which the Brahmaputra becomes slow-moving and silt-laden. Its channel is braided and it's notorious for floods and erosion of its bank. Recurrent floods hamper not only navigation through the river, but also the establishment of large towns on its bank. The Brahmaputra enters Bangladesh near Dhobri. The stretch from Shadia to Dhobri has been declared as the National Inland Waterway number 2. Now we'll go to the second drainage system of India, that is the peninsular rivers. The Western Ghats are the main watershed in the peninsula, and the major rivers are the east-flowing ones. These rivers are characterized by huge deltas at their mouths, while the west-flowing ones are small with no deltas at their mouths. The Narmada and the Tapti are usually large west-flowing rivers flowing through which have been formed due to flooding. So, regarding the peninsular rivers, we would like to discuss the first one, that is the east-flowing rivers. The Mahanadi rises in the Sivayu range, shrinking the southern part of the Chhattisgarh plain in Odisha. It is almost 857 kilometers long and drains an area of 141,600 square kilometers in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Bihar, Jharkhand and Maharashtra. The left bank tributaries of the Mahanadi include Sonal, Asdu, Man and Ib, while the Zong, Ung and Tel are among the right bank tributaries. After crossing the eastern Ghats through a gorge, it divides itself into distributaries at Cuttack in Odisha. The smaller basins of Suvarnarekha, Brahmani and Baitarani are interposed between the Ganga and Mahanadi basins. The Brahmani is known as the South Quail in its upper reaches in Bihar and Jharkhand. These rivers draining the eastern parts of the peninsula have drainage and discharge patterns similar to the Mahanadi. The Brahmani is 800 kilometers long with a drainage area of 39,000 square kilometers. The Suvarnarekha is almost 395 kilometers long with a catchment area of 19,500 square kilometers. The Baitarani has its source in the Keonjhar plateaus in Odisha. The Godavari basin is the largest river system in the peninsula and second only to the Ganga system in India. It rises in the Nasik district of Maharashtra and drains an area of 312,812 square kilometers, half of which lies in Maharashtra. Besides Maharashtra, the basin is shared by Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. The Godavari flows for a length of 1,465 kilometers and is often referred to as Brihat Ganga or Dakhin Ganga because of its large size and extent. The major tributaries of Godavari as Parvara, Purna, Manjara, Penganga, Vanganga, Varda, Pranita, Indravati, Manar and Sabri. The Krishna is the second largest east-flowing river. It rises from a spring near Mahabaleshwar in Maharashtra. Its total length of 1,400 kilometers is shared. Why Maharashtra, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh? The Krishna drains an area of 2,58,948 square kilometers. The Bhima and Tungabhadra are the two most important tributaries of the Krishna river besides Koyana. And it is situated on its banks such as Mondru, Arsi and Panchganga, etc. Then the next one is the Pennar basin, lies in between the Krishna basin and the Kaveri basin and drains an area of 55,213 square kilometers, most of which lies in the state of Karnataka. Its principal tributaries are Jayamangali, Kundreru, Sagrileru, Chitravati, etc. The Kaveri rises in the Brahmagiri range of the Western Ghats. It flows for a length of 800 kilometers before falling into the Bay of Bengal near Kaveri Patnam. It drains an area of 87,900 square kilometers, which is shared by the southern states such as Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The Kaveri Basin is one of the most developed regions of India from the point of view of power and irrigation. 90 to 95% of total potential in these two spheres has already been exploited. The left bank tributaries of the Kaveri include Embati, Simsa, and the Arkabati, and the right bank tributaries include Lakshman Tirtha, Kavini, Suvarnavati, etc., even Amravati. And now we'll discuss about the west flowing rivers of the peninsular rivers and the drainage system of southern India. The Narmada rises near Amarkantak in Madhya Pradesh and flows for 1,300 kilometers while draining an area of 98,796 square kilometers, most of it lying in Madhya Pradesh. The Narmada Basin is characterized by the lack of development of the tributary streams. The Narmada Valley is goes like a pool of rapids and waterfalls between Handia and Mandaka. The Kapil Dhar and Dhabdhar are the most important waterfalls. Orison is the major tributary, and others include the Bannar, Banjar, Sar, Sakar, Dudi, Tawa and the south, and Iran, Barna and the Kolar on the north. The Tapi is the second largest west flowing peninsular river. It rises in the Bedul district of Madhya Pradesh, and while flowing for a length of 720 kilometers, it drains an area of 65,145 square kilometers in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. The left bank tributaries of the Tapti are Purna, Bhagra, etc. And on the right bank are Betul, Ganjal, Arunavati, etc. The northwestern flank of the plateau is drained by the Sabaramati and the Mahi river. The Sabaramati river rises in the Aravalli hills and flows for a length of 300 kilometers. It drains an area of 21,674 square kilometers in Gujarat and Rajasthan. The Mahi river in the east of Udaipur and drains an area of 34,842 square kilometers while flowing for a length of 533 kilometers in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Gujarat. There are also a large number of coastal streams draining the narrow coastal plains on the western edge of the peninsula. There are as many as 600 tiny streams which drain the western face of the Western Ghat alone. The most important among these are the Mandovi, Juari, Rachel in Goa, Kalandi, Ganga Valley, Saravati, Tadri, and Netravati in Karnataka, Bipur, Funam, and Periyar and Pamba in Kerala. All these streams have carved out narrow valleys with steep gradients and often descend to the plains in the form of cascades and waterfalls. The famous Jog Falls, having 271 meters, is on the Saravati River. So, we have completed the drainage system. That is the most vital part of India's geographical topography, and in particularly we have divided it into Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers under the drainage system, and under the Himalayan river system again we divided it as the Indus system, the Ganga system, the Brahmaputra system, and under the peninsular rivers we divided it into two parts as its flowing rivers, those which are falling into Bay of Bengal, and west flowing rivers which fall into Arabian Sea. So, we have completed the drainage system of India.